Dallas, where you at? 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 I have my first show. Let's go. My first comedy show is coming up August 16th, Sunday, August 16th. The poster's right here. It's a little couples counseling. If you want some love, if you got some problems, relationship problems that you want to bring up, we can talk about that. But if you just want to see some comedy, it's not just me. I'm going to be doing 5 minutes. I have some other great comedians doing some time too. It's my first show, so come out if you are in Dallas. Click the link right here. I'll put the link below right here. But this is the poster. Go check me out on Instagram as well. Let's do it. Dallas, where you at? Dallas, where you at? Dallas, where you at? Dallas, where you at?
Welcome back to the Unphazed podcast. I just want to start off by apologizing. I know I've been gone for a little bit. I think it was a week and a half since the last pod dropped, so I do want to apologize for that. There's no excuse. There's no excuse why I didn't drop a pod, but I am going to come to you guys and let you know I did have some personal things going on that you guys will be hearing about fairly soon. But it's all good things. Very, very good things. But today I got a special message, not going to be too long. But I want to talking about giving up versus letting go. I'm talking about giving up versus letting go today. Because I know a lot of times we're talking about what life is, how life is supposed to be about passion, how life is supposed to be about doing what you love, how life is supposed to be about having fun, exploring, enjoying life. But I know these societal pressures, these societal norms get put on us, and they get us to just work, and just watch this, and just be so confined and by money and bills and stressors and all these different things. But I want to talk about sometimes giving up and letting go can be different things. You know what I mean? I know a lot of times that we are people, we get taught not to give up. Hey, you don't want everyone to give up. Once you start something, you got to finish it. You don't want to give up. Or you feel like you're in a situation where it's like, okay, you're comfortable in this situation, so I don't want to lose that thing. But sometimes you got to let things go. So we got another episode coming to you live on the Unphazed podcast. I'm back, baby.
I'm unfazed, I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed, I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed, I'm unfazed, yeah, finna stack this paper, I'm unfazed, yeah, finna stack this paper, I'm unfazed.
Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Look, it's about time that you guys, all these other people come in here and they get all these different applause breaks and standing O's. It's about time that. Okay. That's more like it. Papa's back in town, baby. Come on, man. We back, man. I'm not gonna say we got a great episode coming. I said it all the time, but Unfazed family, we're back, man, and I'm excited. I feel like when I'm not here, when I'm not podding, when I'm not getting the opportunity to talk, free my mind, free my spirit, and connect with you guys, I feel weird. I feel like, when you know how when you have a friend that you guys are best friends, but you guys can't hang out for real. But it's like, okay, you stay connected with that friend. You may text them, you may send videos back and forth, you may call them every once in a while on FaceTime, but nothing's like just being there. But when you guys do get back, when you reconnect, when y'all see each other again, it's like you never left. You pick back up where you left off, and that's what we're doing today, man. It's June, so I apologize again for this hiatus that I took. It wasn't the longest. It was too long. It felt like a year since I've been on this pod, and I was a little nervous coming back because I'm like, I don't know, are they still feeling the vibe? Are y'all still picking up what I'm putting down? I've been putting a lot of stuff down back to back with guests and this, and it's only gonna get more crazy, right? But yeah, man, a lot has been going on, man, and it's been amazing. Life could be it's all about perspective, I feel like. And speaking on perspective, one thing that I've been thinking about, specifically, I know I talked to you guys about, my journey from entrepreneurship to, having a flexible lifestyle and insurance to playing football to doing all these different things that I'm doing, but also just wanting to do some things that I'm more passionate about. But also, it's 2026. We're getting older. We got bills to pay. So it's like I wanted that steady income in my life. So I got a job. The company that I'm working for is a great company, man. And I think a lot of times we do have to give up on a lot of things in order to get the things that we want in life. I think it's as simple as that. We have to give up a lot of things in life to get the things that we want in life, right? You have to sacrifice some things in order to get that thing, right? And I think for me, I'm working at the company that I work at, I have realized that a lot of stuff is just, I think there's a big difference between giving up and letting go. I'm an athlete. My mother raised me, right? I'm gonna tell you the story about my mom. My first time playing football, y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know how far football took me. It took me all over the country. It took me to meet so many different people, had so many great different experience because of football, right? And my first experience with football, it was back in Chicago, the South Side suburbs, Oak Lawn, Illinois. I played for the Oak Lawn Outlaws. The Oak Lawn Outlaws. Shout out to them, man. This is my first time. I was already playing a little basketball, a little baseball. I was like, okay, I want to do football. My first time going out there, I went onto the field and they had us running laps around. There was like two baseball fields on different sides. We ran around this baseball field all the way down around this baseball field. And I was like, okay, I'm trying to play football. Like, what is going on here? Like what is going on? What is these muscles that I'm feeling? My heart is that a heart attack? Like I'm having a heart attack. Like I don't know what this is, but then I come to find out it's called cardio, right? So I didn't know what that is. I just learned what cardio is, and then they had us doing something else as well. Like we on our back and we're doing flutter kicks, legs in the air, and then I felt muscles in my stomach that was like a knife hitting my stomach. And I'm like, no, this is not safe. I feel like I'm not going to make it out of this. Like, I don't think I'm going to make it back home tonight. And my mother and the parents were on the sideline. So I thought in my mind, like, this is some torture. This is some like old school torture. This is where the parents come and this is it for me. This is it. They come here, they torture you, they make you run, they put all these pads and equipment on you to make you heavier, to make it harder. Then they make you just kick your legs like this until your gut bust open and you just fall out and die. But then I found out that was core. That was a core exercise and my core muscles working. And this is like second grade, maybe. I was really young. So I'm just figuring out these things. I've never done what you call it? I haven't done a sit up. I haven't done a crunch in my life. Right. But I still had a 6-pack. So I had one of those skinny packs. Like I just naturally, my mom told me when I came out the womb, I had a 6-pack already. So it's like, this is where I'm coming from with this. It was just natural. I didn't know you needed to do things to keep it there or people did things to keep it there. So I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. This is my last day. I don't know. I start crying and I get up because I'm like, Mom, I run over to my mom. She's on the sideline. I'm crying. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? I said, so what is really going on here? I was like, let's go. I'm ready to go. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't get what's going on here. The parents are over here. I'm crying. And my mom looked me in my eye and she said, you know what? I want you to finish this season. And then if you finish the season and you don't like it, you're done. But one thing you're not going to do, you're not going to give up. So go out there, go back, finish what you started, go out there. And then from there, we'll make a decision. You know what I mean? If you don't like it after that, you're good. Right? But you're not going to give up. That's one thing we don't do in this family. We don't give up. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, we don't give up. You know what I mean? I'm motivated. We don't give up. I went back out there. I kept doing them. And then we actually, at one point, we start pulling the football out. And I got smacked a couple of times. I got smacked because when you started in football, you got to get smacked. The older kids got to smack you around. You got to get trucked. You got to get that. But I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Then I get the ball in my hand and this is different. Oh, I'm so fast. They can't touch me. They can't touch me, this and that. But it was at that moment right there that my mother did something so important for me because it taught me not to give up. It taught me to, once you start something, see it through, especially if it's something that you said you wanted to do, right? It's something that you said you were passionate about, something that you said you enjoyed. See it through. Don't just give up at the first sign of pain, at the first sign of an obstacle coming in your way, at the first sign of anything that can slow you down. You say, I'm just going to turn around. No. And I thank my mother every day because now look where I am now and look where I got to and look where football got me. So her doing that, even though I think she just did that because she had already made the deposit for the football team and it's a non-refundable deposit. But, I ain't going to say much because that was a great motivational speech and I love you, Mom. But I think that is super important. Actually, I think I have something too. I actually made a video. Let's see. And I think that this is this video that I made. It was just super right here. Yeah, here we go. Let me restart it though.
So these are speed bumps.
Speed bumps.
Sometimes you might see speed bumps in your life. This is how a lot of us go through speed bumps.
Oh, stop. Oh, I see an obstacle. Oh, let me turn around.
This is how you're supposed to go through speed bumps.
How you go through them? Take off.
So when you have speed bumps, when you have stuff that you're going through in your life, you gotta go through it. Go through it. Stay unfazed.
Come on, man. Stay unfazed, man. When you got speed bumps, you got something you got to go through in your life. You got to go through it. You can't just give up at the first sign of a speed bump, at the first sign of an obstacle, right? You can't do that. And I thank you. And I think a lot of us know that. If you're here, you already know that because I know you've been through some hard things. You didn't put yourself through some hard things. You're trying to get to that next level, right? But there's a very important distinction between giving up and letting go, right? Because a lot of times we may be in situations and we're like, we don't want to give up. Let's even talk about a relationship. We may be in a relationship where that relationship has changed. The dynamic of it has changed. It may not be as beneficial to you. And not saying, okay, the first sign of something not being beneficial to you, give up, because relationships, they go up and down. But if you in it with that person, you locked in. But if that person is not bringing you happiness, if that person is not getting you towards your goal, if that person is not conducive to the transition that you're trying to get to, it may be time to let it go. And I just use relationship as an example because I think that's the easiest example. But specifically with my job that I'm at right now, I'm working at this job. And this is my first 9 to 5, kind of working in a cubicle, going in the office, sales job. Our first couple months, I was like, okay, this is not too bad. Days are going by pretty fast. I'm making decent money. I'm like, okay, I can continue to do this. And over time, I see how much time I'm actually spending at this place. 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, a couple times 10 hours a day at this one location. And I'm like, that is taking up so much of my time that these other things that I may actually enjoy, I'm not even able to put my time and my effort into these things that I actually enjoy. So my cup, my creative cup is not filled. My cup is not running over. My cup is drained. And my life has become dominated by this thing that it turns out I don't even enjoy. I just got into this thing for what reason? Money. And money is not going to make you happy, right? And I'm not making millions of dollars. And I can tell you that right now. Money can make you happy, right? And what I mean by that, it could give you nice things. It could take you to nice places. It could do this. But you should be trying to get money in the realm of something that you maybe love to do. Is that so crazy to think? So one of the things that I've been battling with this job, and then I'm the type of person as well, like when I get into something, like I'm so hype. And I think a lot of us are like this, where we start something, we're like, oh my God, I'm so hype. I love this thing. This is the most amazing thing. This is so cool. Okay, I'm in it. Let's make this money. I'm super motivated. And then I start to see what this really is. I start to see what I'm really doing. And I start to understand that, hey, maybe like I don't really enjoy this. And this is not really filling my cup. And this is not really as exciting. And I don't feel as motivated each and every day. And then something like a switch turns in my head where it's like, man, I can't do this anymore. And what I've started to see is that when I get in that mindset, it's hard to get me out. And for me with this job, I'm starting to do worse. Like I'm starting to perform worse. I'm starting to take maybe the easy way out in some things, which is not, shame on me, right? Like shame on me. This is definitely 100% my fault. I did this to myself. I put myself in a position. I didn't give the effort. I didn't do that. But another thing that I've been thinking about is like, if I were to die tomorrow, the last month that I spent, all of my time was being given to this company, was being given selling something that maybe I'm not as passionate about selling. Like I said, a great company, amazing company out there in the world, actually helping people, actually solving a problem in that market. But for me, it's not satisfying me. I'm not happy to go to work. And there's no way that we should not be happy going to work, because work has a bad connotation behind it right now, where work is like, okay, I gotta get up, it's Sunday right now, so okay, gotta get ready to go to work, the weekend's over. But it's like, I don't like that, because I feel like that's so weird. Like, why am I getting up and doing something and spending a lot of my life doing this thing where, let's just say, and this is in any company, not just my company, where the person at the top, or the person who created the company, or the CEO, whoever, they're boom, they're bringing in all the money and you're doing the work. And yes, that's a job. That's capitalism. That's America. That's the world. That's how we work. But we should be doing things that we are at least passionate about, or we should be out there figuring out what we're passionate about. And we should be out there doing things that excite us. And we should be out there doing things that maybe we love. Is that so crazy to say? We should be doing things that we love and that, make us excited to get up. Like, remember when we was back in school and we had a field trip the next day? How did you get up in that morning? Oh, let's go. I was excited. Versus getting up, I look at the alarm clock. Oh, get up. Okay, I drive and I do my thing to try to get motivated, versus that natural excitement and energy that's already there because you're getting up and you're doing something, you're making a change and you're living your purpose, right? And I'm not saying, I would rather be at home watching Netflix. I'm not saying I'd rather be at home, but I'd want to be out there making a change that I feel like is a change in my way, right? Not making a change in a company's way, or how they feel like they are making a change in the world, and I'm just kind of like a pawn in that game that they play to get to the next level. There's nothing wrong with that either. It's like I said, my company is a great company. And so it's not even directly, it's not anything bad on the company. I think it's just a mindset that I have about life, where it's like a lot of times we spend so much time not doing things that we love. Then what is the point of life? What is the point of being on this big blue and green rock? What is the point? So I got to a point where I realized, hey, I might have to let go. I'm not giving up. I might need to let go. And will that hurt my pockets? Probably. Will the future financially be a little unforeseen? Yeah, maybe. But I'll figure it out. I know I will, and I know a lot of people may be in these situations where they're working a job and they want to use that job to get to the next level. But what is that next level going to do for you? Like, if you're just trying to climb the corporate ladder, okay, what is that doing for you? If you're at a company and that's what you want to do and you're passionate about that, you're excited about that, man, go do it. If you don't really know what it is you want to do and you're using that company to be able to go figure out, all right, what are some things that I like or love in the world? And you're trying new things to actually find that thing and fuel that thing. Go do that. That's fine. There's no problem with that. But for me and for the transitional achievers, where we wrote out our goals and we know where we want to get, and we have these financial goals, and we have these goals where we want to change the world in the way that we want to, where it's like the only way to do that is through your own business, or through your own doing, or through your own getting on stage and putting yourself out there and being creative. It's not for you. And it's okay. Sometimes you have to let go in order to get to where you need to get. Sometimes, Jennifer Lewis was on Keke Palmer podcast. What she said, you can't take luggage up Mount Everest. You can't bring luggage up Mount Everest. You got to let that go. Sometimes you got to let it go. And then once you let it go, you actually be able to see, like, okay, I can move a lot faster to where it is that I'm going to get. And it's very simple. If you have 8 hours in a day where you're spending on somebody else's mission, their mission is going to keep moving forward. And you're only spending an hour every day on the weekend or whatever it is on your mission is only going to be able to move very slowly. And yes, you could not sleep. You could get up super early. You could figure it out. And I know that's maybe what I'm saying is like unordinary, because it's like, okay, why wouldn't you just stay in a job and then build that thing up? Yes, I know that's the right way to do it, but I'm feeling in a way where it's like I'm and it's so hard to even explain, where it's like I'm in the office sometimes and my body is just trying to rip, like I'm losing my soul. That's what it is. I feel like I'm losing my soul. I feel like I'm losing my soul, where it's like I'm not there. And it's like, I don't even know what the name of that is, where you're looking at yourself working and you're not even really there. And I felt that. And I think that was a really scary thing for me. And I have this video I want to play. This amazing lady. I think, yes, her name was Vanessa Aldridge, I believe. She had this video, I seen it on Instagram, and I think it even inspired me to just, if you are going to create, we see all these people that, I just went to LA. I just dropped everything and I moved to LA because I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be this. I wanted to be that. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but I'm saying that if I am going to pursue anything creative or build anything that I want, or continue to grow this podcast, or continue to do anything that it is that you want to do in your life, you need to relentlessly go after that thing. You need to relentlessly go after that thing, especially in a time where it's like maybe you don't have as much responsibility. It's harder when you have kids. It's harder when you have extra bills. It's harder when you're taking care of other. I understand that. So especially right now, we need to be full force ahead at that thing. And that's what I'm starting to figure out. But let's listen to this, because I thought this was very interesting.
Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Do you know? I swear to God, what did Shakespeare say?
To be or not to be.
Sicklied over with a pale cast of thought. I just would prefer to doubt myself. Bullshit is the point of this class. You know exactly how weird you are. You know exactly how talented you are. And you know exactly that it's time. Look at the world. It's on fire. You're an artist. And you have an answer. And you know that you're the one to do it. And you know that you have something to say. And you know that maybe you're still learning. But God, you have been haunting this world that you are about to occupy since you were a child. And aren't you ready? Finally, I can say that I love the way that I spend my days. Oh my God. That's how an artist gets on their feet. How do you want to live? What do you want to do? I'm serious. How do you want your life to go? You get to decide. You must decide. Whoever's in charge. They want you in your purpose. They want you to doubt yourself for the rest of your life.
Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all.
They want you to Google yourself to death, to buy something else. They want you to stay stuck. They want you to think that you have another problem. We didn't used to do this, guys. We didn't used to Google ourselves to death. We didn't used to exist in the self-help industrial complex and give ourselves terms constantly. Start the draft. Who's gonna do something? Who's gonna start the Substack that's full of typos? Who gives a shit? You're not 12 anymore. You're allowed to make mistakes. There's nobody keeping score. You don't have an artist statement and you wonder why you're stuck. Can you gather in yourself the answer to the question?
Yeah, man. Who are you? Who am I? I think that's a question that we all need to be asking ourselves. I think that's a question that we don't ask ourselves enough, that we don't journal about enough. And I think the point of this societal structure that's being placed on us is for us to forget who we are and just to jump into this machine that millions of people are going into, which is enriching the people who have created the machine, right? So as I understand that, I tried it. I really tried it, like going into this job and being positive and doing this and like, okay, I seen it. But then every job for me, especially sales, right? It kind of all feels the same. You get motivated at the start and then you see like, okay, all the rats running on the wheel. And I'm like, okay, this is just the same. Okay, we all running on the wheel. We're just going to keep going. Okay. And then I don't know. I think For me, I think only certain people can do this because I can't tell anybody to say quit your job. I can't tell anybody to say, hey, stop everything, go to LA. I can't tell anybody, I would never tell anybody that because I cannot tell you how you were supposed to live your life. I can, because I don't know what you're made of. I don't know the thoughts that you have. I don't know what you can really, I didn't know the impact that you can really have on the world. Like nobody, and Will Smith said this in an interview. I'm like, he was like, nobody can tell you how to be you. Nobody can ever tell me how to be me. Nobody can give you advice on how to move in this world. But it seems like a lot of people are. And that's the system. A lot of people are saying, oh, you need money, so you need to get a job. And if you can't get a job in what you love, then you just have to, that job's not available. Somebody already has that job. There's not enough jobs left. So you got to go do something that you don't like and then climb up the corporate ladder there until this job opens up. But that job may never open up. So, but you do need money, but try to take a vacation maybe once a year. And then you keep working and keep working and keep working and keep working. And now the time is gone. And time is gone, right? And I've had a lot of conversations about people, and I've been trying to just wrap my head around this concept. And I apologize again because these 2 weeks have been getting to me. So I apologize. It's not going to be the best episode. This is not going to be the huzzah moment. You guys might not connect with this one as much as the other ones. So I apologize. But this is what's been going on in my mind recently. And I want to live in my purpose. I want to be so, actually, I'm going to pull this video up, but it's like, I want to be so gone in my purpose that there's no distractions. There's nothing that can take me out of my purpose, because that purpose, I need to have that feeling of that field trip. And when I was a kid, waking up excited about what it is that my life is, what it is that I'm going to do. Right? Because when we do have kids, when I do have a family in the future, I can't tell them something. I can't tell them to do something that I'm not doing. That'd make me a hypocrite. How am I going to tell my kids, oh, go chase your dreams? The world is this, the world is that, the world is this. But I just didn't do it because I had you, or because I needed to be. No. The best way I feel like to affect change and inspire anybody is you be that. I'm going to be that. And if I have to sacrifice 10 years to do that, I might have to. For doing what it is that I love. And the crazy part about it is like, Phaz, man, but you got to figure it out, man. You know what you want to do. You know you want to act. You know you want to be a comedian. But I don't know where none of that. I don't know what I don't know what I am. I don't know what I want to do. I just know I want to do. I just know I have to do. I just know I have to create. I just know I have to meet. I just know I have to connect. I just know there's something that I need that job was not giving me. There's something that I need that job was not giving me. There's something that I need that football gave me. And if football is not going to give that to me anymore, it still could. But I'm more than a football player. I'm more than an athlete. I'm more than a salesperson. I'm more than a this. I'm more than a that. I don't even know what, like, that's the thing. I don't know what I am, and it's okay not to know what you are. But the last thing that we'd want to do is just have any regrets about the life that we're living now, because we held on to it so long because we didn't want to give up. But it's not giving up, it's letting go, because like Jennifer Lewis said, you cannot bring luggage up Mount Everest. And I'm trying to climb Mount Everest right now. And if you don't feel me on this, it's all right. You might not be climbing Mount Everest. You might be on a different mountain. You may just be cool on the beat, but it's like, I have to go. I have to let this stuff out. And I'm so excited because I know you guys are going to be on the ride here for me. And I hope this can inspire somebody to climb Mount Everest with me and just let go of that luggage, because a lot of times people going to look at you like, Phaz, what are you doing? That's crazy. You got a good job. What are you going to do that for? No, just keep that good job. What are you doing? Work harder so you can keep that good job. Keep looking for that good job. Oh, you're going to get another job. Go get another. Yes, okay, I need money. Like, I want to be able to support. I want to be able to do things in a way. But what if you just put a relentless amount of effort into the things that you love, and money was able to be created from that, right? Everybody wants to be an actor. Everybody wants to be a comedian. Everybody wants to be this. Everybody wants to be that. But only a few people do it. And why is that? Because they did it. That's the only reason why. The difference between the person or that comedian or whoever's on that stage and the person in the stands, that person did it. Those people, not saying they didn't do it, but it's like they came to watch. There's people that watch and there's people that do. This is not going to, a billion people are not going to watch this podcast and start doing. I can assure you that. 1 million people are not going to watch this podcast and start doing. However many people watch this podcast, let's say it's the average and it's 50 people, right? 50 people are not going to watch this podcast and start doing. Maybe 1 will, maybe 2 will, maybe 10 will, maybe 20 will, maybe 25 will, but all 50 are not. That's just the world we live in. Yeah, I know. I apologize again. I'm all over the place, but I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all. And I'm so excited about what's to come. I don't know exactly what's to come, so I apologize for being so vague in general. But I'm just happy to be back. I'm happy to get this off. What else has been going on in the world though? That's been inspiring and motivating. Oh yeah, I want to watch this video. Because I think it was a video. Who was it a video of? I think Michael B. Jordan said something in a very cool video. I want to try to find it. Here it is.
Man, there's a cycle there from generation to generation that happens. When you get to yourself and you're like, man, can I stop this? Can I change this? I can do this. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I refuse to ignore it. I refuse to see it an opportunity that I had to change things and act like it didn't exist. Once you know better, you gotta almost do better.
When you look at your bloodline, there's a cycle there, man. Why would I be the one to see the opportunity, have a mother who not broke her back literally, but she did everything in her power to make sure that I had the opportunities that she didn't have. And I'd be damned if I squandered that opportunity in doing something that I just did because it made me a little money. I know deep down, like my only thing that my mother wants from me and the reason that she sacrificed the things that she did for me is not for me to make money. It's for me to be happy. It's for me to be doing what I love. It's for me to be inspiring other people. It's for me to be living in my purpose. And I think I don't think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And I apologize again because this episode is sloppy. But I do want to talk about something else too. Obsession. Obsession was a hell of a movie. Have y'all seen Obsession? I'm obsessed with Obsession. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a One Wish Willow. My wish is going to be that this episode is just better. Because I know I was all over the place, but trust me, I'm coming back better and bigger and better and bigger and bigger. And next week I got something else. And I got these next couple months. The rest of this year is going to be crazy, right? Yeah, it's going to be crazy. The movie Obsession was amazing. One of the greatest horror movies that I've seen in a very long time. Low budget movie, Curry Baker, all these people. Oh my gosh, it was so dope. And I was watching Bad Friends podcast, Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino. They were kind of talking about it. So I want to see what they say, and then I want to kind of respond to what they say because they were making some good points about it.
So last night
TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok glasses.
Yeah, so last night I saw a movie better than Project Hail Mary.
What did you watch?
Obsession. So fucking good.
Who's in it?
Nobody I've ever seen.
It's a.
Did you see Obsession?
Yeah, it's an indie horror that is gonna make $100 million with a budget under $1 million.
He's getting his little weed.
Yeah. It's so fucking good.
You know, the only thing bad about this story is it's going to give a lot of people hope.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
It's going to give everybody hope. They're like, I can do it.
You can.
You cannot.
It's the Cinderella story.
It's an anomaly.
When you're watching the movie, here's what you notice. You go, oh, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's an anomaly.
Yeah, and I think that in the years of him leading up to the movie, like George Miller's Mad Max Fury Road, it took 30 years he thought about that movie.
30 years?
Yeah, because since Mad Max, what's the last Mad Max before Fury Road?
Thunderdome.
Yeah, Thunderdome with Tina Turner. What is the year difference? 1985.
What do you mean? That's fucking 40 years.
Yeah. So he laid down at night. He directed it when he was in it 70. He was 70 years old when he made Mad Max Fury Road. What's so funny?
It's just so funny to think so much time passed.
I know.
Like when they wrapped the film, he's like, I guess we can't wait another 40.
Yeah. Then he did Furiosa after that, which is pretty good. So he sat there probably for 40 or 30 plus years.
Just in a tub.
And just thinking about the next movie that he's gonna make.
You got to get out there a little bit faster.
I understand that, but what I'm saying,
He made more movies.
What?
He made more movies.
He did, but I think that he thought about Mad Max and what it's gonna look like and scenes in his head.
And you've been thinking about Comics Unleashed for 40 years.
Yeah,
we got to get you on. We got to get on.
We got to get on the show. Yeah, it's good.
Is it in all the theaters?
Yes.
Maybe I'll
I
go.
saw it in North Hollywood Regal. And this fucking God.
You went to the No Home Regal.
I know. This fat Mexican man next to me.
But yeah, no, they're just on there talking. But I love that podcast. Shout out them. But yeah, no, it was a great movie. And I think one thing he said, like, it's an anomaly, and everyone's gonna think they're gonna be able to do this. And I'm one of those people that think I was gonna be able to, that I'm gonna be able to do this. But I agree with Santino, and I agree with a lot of people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I can do this. And it's more behind the scenes than I feel like just, oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber, then I turn this into there. I think Curry Baker has a very special talent, and he has a gift that allowed him to make this amazing movie, right? Which led him to that. It wasn't just like an overnight sensation, as nobody really is, right? But I do think, right, where I would disagree is I do think that's a good thing, that it instilled hope that people can be able to do this, because just like Curry Baker is an anomaly, there will be another anomaly. Out of a million, maybe it takes a million people that think they are, but there's one person who will be inspired by that. And maybe it won't be to make another obsession, but what it will be to do something else. Maybe it's to act, or to write something, or to direct something, or to paint something, or to have a conversation, or just get inspired by that to just do. I think that's the coolest part about obsession. And there's been a lot of great horror movies by great young, not maybe known actors and directors and producers. So shout out to Curry Baker, shout out to Obsession, shout out the whole cast. That was definitely an amazing movie. And I was so happy and I was so enthused before, after, and during the movie, because it's so hard to find a good horror movie. And I love horror movies. But I'm not going to make this episode too long, because I know this is just like my return and going back. A lot of things going on with work, with me, but I just hopefully that you guys can take something from this, because I know a lot of us are in situations. And once you're in a situation, I feel like, for me specifically, I feel like I owe something to the people that helped me get there. I feel like, I owe it to myself to, stick this out and do my best and do do good. But it's okay. It's okay. It's not always giving up. It's not always giving up. Sometimes it's letting go. But in letting go, you're letting go for a reason. You're letting go not for anybody else, not to, you're letting go for you. You're letting go because you cannot bring luggage up Mount Everest. So the only time I'm going to say, hey, man, it's okay to let go is when you're letting go, because there's a greater purpose on the other end. When one door closes, another door opens. So everybody, stay unfazed. We out of here.
I'm unfazed, yeah. Finna stack this paper.